And here we are for another Not Friday spin around, yes, in case anyone hadn't worked out. I'm at my freighter. Big views, spin around. So, we are back in No Man's Sky. This is part of the Distant World Tours. Not my base. Well, this is my base, but my base isn't part of the tour. It's just that this is where I'm starting off. Because I was going to start somewhere else and changed because most of the things that were on the planet in question didn't actually belong to the tour, and it was difficult to work out which ones were which. Very busy planet. I don't like busy planets. Busy planets are pants. So, different if you've got a civilization there. This is a tour. So, now we've got, there's a few here. Oh, there you go. Turn my view round. I did advertise this as, in Discord, visible from orbit. And there we go. We can actually see these two visible from orbit. They're not even high up. They're quite close to the ground. They're just big. So we will slowly approach and do a bit of a flyby. Yes, Led Zeppelin is one, and Zeppelin Base is the other. They're by the same person, and due to a rush change of things, I've gone and forgotten what their name is, but we'll get to that in a minute once we... it's doing that thing where if you take your finger off one of the triggers, it plays silly buggers. So this one hasn't finished loading in yet, that's the other thing. See if we can get it to load in. The drive sections are very similar. This only seems to have the one landing pad. There we go, now it's loaded in. Now it's loaded in, so I'll do a quick fly. We'll start off with this one. Observation point, flight deck. Nice use of the giant tent things. I forgot they've got a proper name, and I can't remember what the damn things are called. But yeah, the tent things for the sides. So it's giving you two ships, but they're different technology bases. So we should start off by landing here, and I'll try to find where the base computer is for this one, because I can't remember. I don't think it's on the ground, is it? No, it's not. But this allows us to do a quick spin round. Oversized biodome. Ah, hang on a minute. That makes a change. I've just realised. They have used one of the square rooms. Because obviously this is meant to be more of a... actually, it looks more like a transport-style blimp, but it's a more basic technological setup. That's a lot of people that can take. Different engines. The working section seems quite fun. Link everything very neatly with the tubes. Oversized storage containers. Lab light, rooms, tubes. Right. Let's have a look. Nope, doesn't want me to go that way. I am interested in how they managed. It must be classed as a transparency part for them to get that over there. Because normally, if you try to block the thing, it causes problems. So, holographic Gex. Base computer. Here we go. Oh, it's Evilmanbeard. Evilmanbeard. I should have guessed. He's an evil man. Right, so since we're in here, how far this takes us to the interior seating area. Smoking or non-smoking? Woo, woo, woo. Camera view a bit glitchy there. Excuse me, sir, but you need to put your seatbelt back on. We're coming into land in a moment. Ooh. Yeah, camera view goes a little glitchy there. And then you've got passenger luggage. So this is definitely more of a passenger style setup. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. Holographic control. Now I noticed that there's another teleporter along here. Ew. I'm not going to get under my ship, am I? No, because my ship's got a fat arse. Right, there we go. Sit up on the flight deck. So, do you come here often? Can you imagine that? Sat here trying to drink your coffee and you've got the thrusters right there. Wow. No blast plate, no protection. The froth on your coffee's taking a fuck off pill. Right, I'm going to go have a look in this other section before we actually head down the back of it. I'm actually going to walk or fly down the ship because that sounds like a stupid thing to do, so we'll do that. More storage for the passengers to put their junk. Oh yeah, I forgot about the fact that they've got some decent posters. There's some very nice newish posters. I don't use posters enough, you know, I really don't. I must use posters more. So we've got part of the engine, that's an upstairs. I have to work out where that goes. Right, so portals here. We have doors. I like doors. Doors are interesting. Oh, bunk rooms. There is not enough bunk space here, so let's go this side. Oh, no. Obviously only the first class passengers are getting a bed. There's a type bath, toilet, one toilet for all those people. Can you imagine that? Wow, that'll be messy. Messy times. Messy times. And we will head up the stairs. We found the dining area with fish tank. For anyone who wants, I think the lobster's finished. So if you want lobster, tough, you're not going to get lobster. More posters. Oh, Bob. Hello, Bob. Hello, Bob. How are you doing? He's just happy going around doing his loop, doing his thing. Happy Bob. Bob the Blob. And then, oh, definitely very hotel self-service, I'm thinking. Hello there. Nella, how you doing? This is Evilmanbeard's one of two airships, which this is obviously the restaurant on one of them. It's more of a transport design. more around the. Very, very busy doing nothing. Well, you're not doing nothing as such. You're like, you've popped by to say hi, you know, as you do. You can sit, even have a sit here and watch the engine stats on the big screen. Little desk, expanding cube gadget. I've activated it, but I'm guessing it's on the other side. Oh, yeah, there you go. Now you're watching me, even though... Oh, hang on. Oh, that's the back of the engine. I don't suppose we're really meant to jump over the top of that, so... And after having managed to get myself stuck in someone else's base the other day, no. We're... Ah, right. Well, if you fancy looking at bases, you know. I'm going to fall down the stairs. Like I say, I was hoping that I was looking at another place that had multiple builds. I've gone the wrong way. Multiple builds and multiple builders, but unfortunately, the whole planet is very badly laid out and too many people there who have nothing to do with the tour. So it kind of made a bit of a mess of it. Yeah, we're going to walk on the outside of the ship because that's what we do. So, I mean, it is quite a large ship. I mean, he's not got that... Hey, Atlas, great to see you. There are many a more rumour, not just about a new PlayStation full portable device, but the XBP has resurfaced its head. It has. So that should be an interesting thing, shouldn't it? Because I mean, it's. I'm trying to remember what was being said about it, because they were talking about because it had raised its head a few years ago. I think it was first when the 360 came out, and they were talking about. Oops, don't fall off. They were talking about a potential, but then mainly because of the PSP, and then they scrapped that whole idea. Oops, I'll see if I can land on there without killing myself. And then it was a case of they gave up on that for some reason. And even when the Vita came out, they gave up. But now there's fresh talks, which is a laugh because some people are saying, "Oh, well, Xbox they're not going to make consoles anymore," which I mean is a crock of shit. You know, unless Xbox decided to do something very specific, you know. Yeah, well, when we were doing Fallout the other day there now, Wolfie had builders in doing stuff. Luckily, we didn't really hear them. Because that would have been extremely noisy otherwise. But yes, I mean, definitely a more between the two builds, which could, like I say, we'll head to the other one in a moment. This one is a more, well, it's a civilian-driven style platform. So you can plenty of passengers. You've got a hell of a walk to go to the toilet, though. If you want to go to the toilet, it is dreadful just how far you have to go. Yeah, when I lived in an apartment block, the noise went up and down The only time you really heard your next door neighbours is if you knocked on the wall or you had a plug socket that was in the wall that adjoined the two places, and then that way you would hear people pressing switches. But other than that, they could play music and you wouldn't really hear it until somebody was like really, but up and down in the thing, holy crap, that was mental. That was absolutely mental. I mean, there was somebody who was 4 or 5 floors above me, and yeah, that caused huge problems. That did. This is definitely a much bigger ship with many more decks. I did wonder if this was like meant to have a military feel to it, but Mia, hello Mia. So, but it does look like this could very well just be civilian as well. It's just bigger, like a lot bigger. I don't suppose he's built every single room going, because that would be a lot of space. I mean, I can see stuff inside, or some rooms are definitely more than 1 floor. He's got like the rear deck. I've noticed the random extra door. It's like when I was, I think it was Tower Control Base, when I was with Edra yesterday. Under one of the landing pads, there was a random piece of stuff, and oh, that's why that didn't work. Damn bloody cursor. There we go. Underneath the landing pad, there was a random piece of wall, which is easy to forget if you don't realize it's there when you need to delete stuff. And then over by the ship that I'd built, there was it was just like, I think, a bit of pipe. And there was another piece that nobody mentioned. That I don't think they spotted it, but it was a random doohickey. Can I actually land there? That did not want to land there for a minute. I don't know why. It decided it didn't want to land. I mean, most of us have built the bases in secret, so nobody knows where they are. And we've not had anybody check them over. And I've got a feeling for next year, I'm going to be making sure I have someone pop in and have a quick look round before it's submitted, just to make sure I haven't left a piece of wall hiding underneath landing pads and the like. It's like proofreading a book. Got to make sure you proofread the book. Right, no idea where this teleporter takes us, but I'm guessing it's down. So, right, yes. Central bit, big staircase there. Oh, literally just down under where the engines are. Okay, so we're still at the back of the ship. That's a shit ton of lights. And so, and I'll check this floor first. And then we've got a route down. That might actually take us to the rear deck. Oh, hang on, there's a teleporter there, isn't there? So, unfurnished cabins. So I'm guessing this is obviously where passengers are. You know, it's like, guys, we have the ship. We're bringing it in. You'll be able to do the refurb. How do, Fooch? How are you doing? Another piece of room. That's the problem with big builds, and it happened to me. I mean, anyone who saw the Enra's live stream will know that I was asked about the fact I'd had a couple of doors, and behind the door I'd put a couple of things which meant you couldn't go through the doors. You knew there was a room, but you couldn't get into the room. And the reason for that is I ran out of parts, so I couldn't actually decorate the rooms. So it's like, well, the room's there, but you can't actually do anything with it. So yeah, we've got plenty of space. I do think we need a few more bits and pieces. Like, yeah, I mean, a lot of people thought that we were going to, it was going to go from 16,000 to 20,000 when the PlayStation and Xbox came out, which they could easily have handled it, and PC obviously can handle it because PCs have very big hard drives on them. Then look, and I mean, you divide it up to how many saves you have anyway, so that shouldn't really be an issue. Right, I'm going to go upstairs first. So once you've got your part count, I mean, you could go to 3,500. And I mean, bases do kind of render if you abide by certain rules. I mean, the one place that we did have problems, and it had nothing to do with part count. It was a system which has like 45 builds and 45 builders or something like that. And you turn up and you see about half that. You know. Yeah, see, Evilmanbeard doing... it's actually an airship. I'll have to... Oh, here we go. We've got... this is obviously the bathroom. So somebody does have a bathroom. That's always good news. I think the bathroom might be for Gex, though, because that's quite small. That's a very, very small double bunk, though. I don't know how a Gex is going to get on that top bunk. Then we've got, like, the double bed and another bathroom. I mean, full-on baths, you know. I mean, it's posh. That much extra water on an airship. That weight sloshing around, you know. Interesting room with wall lights. So I'm guessing that could be... I mean, I know it's got a sink and stuff and a bathroom, so that's either a large suite or something. It does have that feel of it's on its way to being fitted before the passengers get on board. You know what it's like when they have... you build a ship in one place, you move it to another location so all these other bits and pieces can be fitted. Then you move it to another location and they probably do a lot of trim work and fit all the rooms out. Yes, I noticed the server maintenance bit. It's a pain in the bot. It is, to say the least. So go downstairs and see what's in this room, because I've got a feeling... Oh no, we are going round. Ooh, big open space. See, all we need here is some seats on either side, and you've got yourself a sports place. You can do a, you know, like the basketball court or murder ball or whatever you want to do. That would be quite cool. And of course this gives you some space for a bar, because obviously casino. Yeah, hang on a minute, did I not see a... Oh no, it was on the other one. I'm suddenly thinking, I'm sure I've just seen another portal somewhere. So we've got like a basic lounge. This is, I think, the mid deck, because yeah, there's the bridge over there. Couple of seats, couple of chairs. Then we go down again. I can see the marker for the base computer. That's the outside deck. Oh, this is the bar. So that's pretty cool. Although I'm not too interested in some of the food. Oh, this one's actually Cosmicgirl. I thought these two were actually linked to the same person, but they're not. That's saying Cosmicgirl on it. So if that's displaying correctly, this is actually two different people. I thought it was only one person. Yeah, I'll just get stuck. I'm getting stuck on stuff. And then we've got the planet. The question is that this planet? Hang on, Nibay. I need to check. We are on... No. That would have been fun if they'd actually been able to add that to the correct... A corner. Yeah, I did get stuck, yes. I do think it probably was a corner. Good long bar, like, for serving. Mind you, I mean, it needs to be, because these things can take a lot of people. If you were to... I don't know why I was on mining mode there with my laser. That's a bit weird. And then you come out, you can take a seat. You're at the back of the ship, and you've got your drinks. I'll drop back into camera mode so people can get a view of the outside of this one. I'll daylight it a little bit. So you've got quite a few decks and space. It does have that feel that there's a teleport lead there. Where's the teleporter? Okay, so you've got the bridge. It's up there. We'll go up. I mean, she's a big one. She's definitely a big one. Good amount of landing on the top. I mean, the body of this thing is going to take... quite a lot, isn't it? Because it's what? Over 20 long. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So it's 14 times about 25. And that's just for the main body as a tube. So that's quite a lot just for that. And then on top of that, you've got the lower deck, the rooms. This isn't showing up because obviously my camera mode's in the wrong place. So we've got a despawned piece of stuff there because of the camera mode. That's always fun. And on today's camera mode glitch. Right, so let's see if I can find my way onto the bridge, because no, we need to be upstairs because that's where that lead was. Yes, the bar's got round corners, and I swear I got caught on that bloody thing as well. So someone's setting traps. I mean, those are just spinny chairs. So it has to be... So the cable goes there and up to there. So we need to be on the next deck. Next deck above. Jeez. Oh, that's interesting, because of course that takes us there. So, of course, the middle of the cable is invisible, which makes life a little more difficult for that. Right, we've got... Yes, this is the one here. So if I go here... There we go. Now we're into the... Ooh! Camera view glitchy. Glitching. Fucking hell. sends it a bit wappy. So yes, here we are on the bridge. Big ass wheel. Holographic Gekis. Playing with the glare. Zoom. Oh my god, your ball's so big. That is a big coffee machine, that, isn't it? Coffee machine. Got a couple of the civilizations. Ooh, fuck. Get on the pad. Get on the pad. Jeez. God, that really sends it a bit, doesn't it? Hang on. I just... yeah. Yes, I've got a galactic view up there. So, big ships, both a little bit of... oh, I've come upstairs into the upper deck now. So again, I mean, if they had enough parts, they could reform this to being a sports arena. The other thing to save on parts is, with this piece here literally being flat and not curved to around the dome, you could literally place 9 of those wall pieces, just over 9 of those wall pieces, with one wall piece by doing an oversize. And it's a hell of a part saving. Same goes for the floor and the roof. You can... one floor panel can easy, without any extra techniques, a simple wire glitch, and you can make it 3 by 3. So for every 9 floor panels, you can literally make it 1. And I think a build this size would benefit from that, because it is such a big ship. I mean, it gives you that they've captured the fact that it is big, especially by putting in the bigger spaces like this. It's like, yeah, that's big, you know. Nice plants. Plenty of robots. Glowing robots in the middle. Have I come down the wrong end? I have come down the wrong end, haven't I? Yes. This is what happens when you get lost, because it's the big ship, so I need to drop down there. That's it. That's the teleporter for that. So it's this side, isn't it? No, still lost. Well, that's it. That's me stuck now for the rest of the day inside a giant ass airship. Yeah, I appear to be stuck in an airship. Oh dear. That's quite fair. Oh no, it's the teleporter that's underneath there, isn't it? That was it. There we go. And try not to fall off the engines out the back. But I mean, the fact that you can literally see these two from orbit. My new forever home, yeah, it feels like it. But even before you enter the atmosphere of the planet and you look down, you can actually see these two. It's difficult. They really are big, very big bases. But a bigger part count would definitely help. I mean, I know I've run out of parts, which is very annoying. There's also a lot of knowledge stones I've just noticed on this planet. There's 3 just there. 1 down there. Holy crap. Is this a... We'll see if anyone's been naming the animals as well, because that's always fun. look at the birds. Let's have a look and see if anyone has been nailing the... oh, we've got inorganic object. 3 life forms. Right, so we've got this one. That... It's a bird. And that one's... you guessed it. Just a B. We'll have it as a B, because I pressed the wrong button. Because I'm really good at pressing the wrong button. So obviously, not everything's been scanned. Oh! So God, fucking get stuck. That was nearly my forever home. For the next 10 seconds till I died. Jeez. Let's have a look down. I'm risking it. I'm jumping down onto the lower. Oh, they've used solid wall pieces. Right. That makes good for stuff. Hang on a minute. We've got a random piece of wood. You see, it's like the other one. I messed up like that, like I say, but I didn't see it earlier. That's weird. Curved panels. And the legs are glitching through the side, which is always fun, isn't it? You know. Gas extractors. Been interesting if the gas extractors had been powered, although it might just be that it's... I mean, I know some of the lights are on, but it used to be an all or nothing thing for power. When you visited a base, it either worked or it didn't work. Now, you can have half the base working and half the base not working, just because, you know. Have you not got into Fallout 76? I'll tell you one thing, if I start finding more people who have done things like Warfy have, I'm going to end up doing bloody base tours in Fallout 76. I mean, I couldn't believe what he'd built. That was like just amazing what he'd gone and built. I just realised that Evilmanbeard's airship there, the wing sails are actually tipped to the side. Either that or my viewpoint's a bit screwy, but that is definitely tipped to the sides. But yes. Well, I mean, like I say, Warfy, I think, has always played it. Which kind of shows when you see the crap he's got. It's amazing. And I mean, the stream the other day, there was a plan of what was going to happen on the stream. And then when we got to his base, I'm just like, holy crap. And yeah, his base is amazing. I mean, I'm more of a casual player, but it is fun. I do like it. Yeah, plans never do seem to last. I mean, I had a perfectly good idea of what was gonna happen, and then it was like start playing, and it's like, oh no. Well, that didn't work. Oh, attack of the butterflies! Or whatever the crap that was. But I'll land back over here again. Like I say, the bases, they are really big. Ooh, excuse, Dr. Pepper's working. Hang on a minute, I've just realised you must have put a decal on the side of that. Or at least it's just a splodge. But yes, the because it's a curved side, which is very difficult to make sure you get everything lined up for putting those on. But because they're slightly tipped to one side, it does look like they're turning to potentially avoid hitting the other airship, which is cool. It's all powered up. Put some daylight on it. But it's a good fun idea. I mean, I don't know if people can remember the steampunk airship that Dark Hellboy did. That thing, technically I would say it was slightly shorter in length than this, but the amount of stuff that he put on it, you literally had to turn up and wait for it to render. Because, I mean, it's staggering. I've still got a base nearby, actually. I must have another look at it before I start deleting base computers around the place. But it's absolutely phenomenal. I do think airships are another thing that people don't do very often. But it is there's so many different styles, because I mean obviously you can do organic, military, steam. I keep trying to say cyberpunk instead of steampunk. So many bits that you can do. It's like the damaged things I've mentioned. I mean, I did a thing. Yeah, this is it. Ideas that people have got. Yes, you got an idea, do. I mean, it's like Star Wars. I mean, I know it's too late really for this year. We've been looking for Star Wars builds, and everyone knows of things like UASF's Falcon and the things like that, which have been around for quite a long time. And some of them were included last year. But this year, because it fell inside the main tour, I think it got lost a little bit. So next year, if the plan goes to the plan, there could be a 2-week section, which is Star Wars. So I'm tempted to do a little something for the Star Wars. Still got my main 2025 builds. And I mean, I'm following on from the theme of what I've done for this year. And like you said about having an idea, I literally thought to myself, hang on a minute. I did a space station with like a blown out window. I wasn't that marvelous at building, but it was a fun little thing. Didn't really see anything. And this year's tour, there's been a couple of bases, which in amongst everything they've done, they've had literally broken pieces that they've done. Oops, that messed up my camera view. And it's really cool when you do that. So I've actually had an idea that's going to follow on from what I've done this year. It's going to look wacky, but I'm now that I've had the idea, it's a case of I've got to build it, because if I don't build it, somebody else might build something similar. So I want to get that idea done. I've also considered the fact that rather than just doing 5 builds myself, is find somebody who wants to do some builds, find a planet and split the planets between us. But I mean, it's oops. And for those who didn't see this one earlier, I'll do a quick recap of this one. Like I say, you can literally do seating. Sorry, tentacles. Excuse me, miss. Didn't mean to get into your tentacles. I think a lot of the passengers on here must be into hentai. But like I say, very much a passenger transport. No toilet facilities on this deck, though. For that, you have to... Ooh, actually, I mean, you've got the bridge and the passengers. You actually have to go back onto the top, sweep around, land, this teleporter, and you get into the cargo hold, which has all the other stuff, and of course you promptly get lost when you spin around too quickly and forget where you were, like I do all the time. They've broken up this space really well with the, you know, it is a really big space, but it's split up by having all the walls in the different positions where they are, which is really cool. I actually realised I didn't have a look at that either, but bit of modern art sculpture using the corrupted sentinel bits. Ooh. Just meld through the table momentarily. There you go. Time to have something to eat. As long as I've got Dr. Pepper, it'll be fun. And oops, I'm now in the table. Yeah, that doesn't help. Hurts the legs a bit when you do that. Did I see this earlier? I can't remember nearly walking into this. So it's got to be there for a reason. I'm thinking to myself, that's weird. I can see that orange light through there. I didn't realise that stem is actually transparent on that piece. Mainly because these are normally a lot smaller. But that's cool. I suppose that now I've had a look around, I'm going to have to go for a little explore, just in case there's something dangerous down here, for giggles. No, the trees are just there. So I've just come in through the side thing, but yes, they've used oops, wrong way. That tent, what is it called? That tent piece that was brought in a little while ago. That was quite good. I think I've only ever actually used it as a tent so far, and they've actually used it as the walls, which is really cool. And then I've just managed to walk myself into everything again. Oh my god, walk straight. Someone's having a plate of floaty cube. Do you want a floaty cube? I've just got myself turned round again, haven't I? You fucking idiot. Need to go downstairs, and of course I didn't go downstairs, and I should have gone downstairs. All hail the golden bob! All hail the golden bob! Yeah. Marshmallow, yeah. Be interesting to know how they get the cargo in, though, because I haven't seen a cargo bay door. Like, I think it was Squadron Base. I put an internal cargo bay door to get something into the corridor, and then forgot to actually put a cargo port on the outer rim. But nobody noticed. It's all right. Nobody noticed. Yeah, matter beam, transmat. For all those Destiny fans, they're using transmat. That's what it is. I mean, if I just head back up, go into camera mode. I mean, I'm already a fair way up, and you can see the two ships. Quite easily. I'll gain a height higher than my freighter. Right, so I go back into camera mode. So, oops, turn around. So there's my freighter, but I look down. Ooh, when I get my camera view right. And there, in the center of the screen, are the two ships. So you can actually see these builds very clearly. Oops, from orbit. That's how big they are. I mean, I know you can see like the small land base thing, but it doesn't really stand out. But those ships, especially the one that's over the water, stands out so clearly that it's there. You know, I was just wondering actually if there was anybody else left on this planet. Those are I think the only two official. I know there was one base I saw nearby. Except now... Oh, that's it. Yeah. We've got time. I'll go and investigate Bruce's base. Except Bruce's base just seems to be a very long piece of road. Yeah. That's all it is. It's a long piece of road. That's weird. That is a very weird build. And very too close to these. But, yeah. So, all the details will be in the description afterwards. Oh, you are kidding. Hostile scan my ass. Where are you? There's an NPC on one of the ships. Did I actually land in time so it cancelled it? That's cool. I do think it's funny how when you add landing pads that NPCs will just like randomly decide they're going to like, oh, I'm going to land here as well. I bet you've got shit, haven't you? Eh? Hi, traveller. Off at a trailer, see what crap they've got. And that is literally all they've got. They are selling shit. So there you go. I love the fact they call it agricultural substance, but we know what it is. There you go. So, I mean, if there's anything anyone wants to have a closer look at that I might have missed, then by all means drop it in to the chat and I will give you a closer look of anything. All the details, as I say, will be in the description once I've had time to add it after the stream. But yeah, big ships visible from orbit. I mean, very cool. Of course, some airships, the actual gas bag section is nothing more than a couple of gantryways and gas. really. That's all you get. All the details are in the undercarriage piece that hangs down the bottom. Which this one's quite an extravagant one when you look at that. Definitely extravagant. Multicolored. And a great use of the box frame pieces. So yeah, I think that is probably going to be about it. The Evilmanbeard doing his airships are pretty damn cool. And like I say, big enough to be seen from orbit, which is very, very impressive. I will now try to do an amazing land on my ship, which of course is actually upside down. So I'm not quite sure how I got my ship upside down, but apparently I got my ship upside down, which makes for quite a funny picture when standing out the back. That's where I was standing. Oh, okay. Wow, that worked. Not. Did you? Landing. Yeah. Auto lander that doesn't work. So yeah, just like, oh, I'll head back to where I was. Another ship. But yes, so like I said, I don't know how I got this upside down when I got here, but I got here and it's upside down to the planet. And when you consider I called it in from the planet, it's a little on the weird side. Definitely. Because now I'm on here, it's yeah, big bits. In fact, oh, hang on a minute. I've just got to get my camera view right there. So even though I'm now on the freighter, there we have that button. You can still see the airships while standing on the freighter, which is upside down in orbit, and I'm not even on the tall piece. I'm just on the deck, and I can still see the two airships and the details of the fact that the engine bits that stick out and all that lot. So that's pretty damn good. That's cool. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it there for today. Like I say, the details to do with the Evilmanbeard's base will be in the description when I'm done. So a few minutes time, including the galaxy, which I've forgotten which one this one's in. So I better check my notebook so I can remember where he is, because that would be bad if I send everyone to the wrong send everyone to the wrong galaxy. That's always a joyous thing. No, I'll make sure the details are right, and I'll put them in. So Tuesday, if I remember rightly, is going to be Grounded, not Among Us. There's a bit of a change to the schedule there. There'll be more Distant World Tours stuff coming out. You can always drop me a note if you know of a good Star Wars build. And until next time, thanks everyone for being here. I'll catch you all later. Bye for now.